Is your lower body release. You can use a ball or you can use a foam roller. I've got a medium-sized ball about the size of a lacrosse ball but much softer, and an alpha ball. These are both yoga tune-up balls, and I have a foam roller. If that's what you have, that's what you're going to use. The bigger the surface, the less intense the release is going to be. So you're going to want to start at the front of your hip, around the muscle called the tensor fasciae lata. So you're going to find your hip bone, and then you're going to go directly down from that hip point that sticks out. You're going to go directly down, and then you'll massage that. Now, if the muscle runs vertical, you're going to want to go horizontal, okay? So you go horizontal over that vertical muscle. So because the tensor fasciae lata is vertical, I'm going to go back and forth. The foam roller's not quite doing it for me, so I'm going to grab a smaller ball. Try that. Okay, still not quite doing it for me, so I'm gonna go even smaller. All right, ooh, there, I feel it. Okay, so once I find the most tender point, I'm just gonna stay there. For me, it's on the left side or the outside of the muscle. And so I'm just gonna lie on my side like this, right? And push down on it. I'm letting the side of my muscle just smush down on it. So you can see right there where the ball is. All right, stay there for about 30 seconds, and then let's move on to another tough muscle. The gluteus medius, which is your upper glute, it's up here. Try that. Take the ball, you could use a tennis ball. And so now, if I take that hip point that sticks out in front as a reference, it's directly behind it. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my knees 45 degrees. So if I'm doing my left side, I'm gonna point my knees to the left, and I'm just gonna rest on that ball. Now this is a little too intense, so I'm gonna go up in size. All right, now you can do what you wanna do. I'm just kind of showing you the difference between the massage tools. So the bigger ball seems to be good. I could do this on a foam roller if it were really, really tender. So if it's really tender, get a bigger surface. And again, that muscle kind of goes up and down, so I'm going to go back and forth over it. So if it were a violin string, I would be taking my bow like this. That's kind of how you want to think of it. Okay, last muscle of the hip that you're going to want to release is your piriformis. It connects from your greater trochanter to your tailbone. So you're going to find the bone on the side of your hip. So your femur bone has a little protrusion, and you can feel it right here on the side of your hip. So no longer the ilium that sticks out in front, but here on the side, you can feel a bony protrusion. You're gonna wanna go, so this muscle goes horizontal across the bottom of your butt like this. So find from the greater trochanter to your tailbone, find that middle part, and then put the ball there. Now that feels pretty intense, so I'm not gonna go smaller. And then I can either cross like this in a figure 4, or I can just kind of let my knees open up. So I've got that left knee going to the left. And because it's horizontal, I'm gonna go up and down this time over the muscle until I find, ooh, right there, I find the most tender spot, and I just hang out there. About 30 seconds to 2 minutes.